We are live. Hello, guys. I hope you had a really nice Christmas and you're getting ready for the New Year's Eve. Today, we're gonna talk about normal flies versus low water flies. Normally, I don't tie them myself, but back in the day, somehow they did. So the pattern of choice today is, let me see. There, we got some focus. Thunder and lightning. So this is the normal one that I've been fishing with a bit. So yeah, it's a bit rough, but they work the best when they are rough. Less is more, as I say. So not much mallard left in this one, but it's perfect. So let's change angle towards the vise and the hook. Hi, Monty. How are you, buddy? There we go. Now we have good focus as well. And yeah, as you see, I got the new vise to play out with. I'm going to talk more about that later in a different video. So, thunder and lightning. As you see, I'm starting quite far into the hook with the thread instead of over the hook point that is the normal thing to do. I don't know why they tied flies this way before. Maybe the smaller hook was of lower quality or hard to get, I don't know. But they actually tied on a large hook but a small fly. Yeah, I'm going to send a link to the vise later. I can also talk about the vise a bit because I made some changes and I can mention what I did. It was a bit low to be effective, so to say. So first of all, I'm going to add extra small silver tinsel to the hook. And you're going to see when it starts to come together, the difference between a normal one and a low water one. And then I'm going to show what I do instead. Because today we can get small hooks of quite good quality. Hi, James. Hi, Vernon. How are you? And just to mention, this video was requested by Laurent. Great video idea. Thanks for sharing. So I'm just going to add a bit of tinsel in the back. If you have any suggestions of a video you want me to do, so either PM me on Messenger or write in the community chat on YouTube, or you can write here and I just write it up. I have a few requests still to do. Hi, Laurent. So I'm just going to cut this tinsel off. And then I go back a bit. I'm going to add just a hint of yellow silk. Oh, I need to cut some foliage with this one, sharpen it up. So let's attach the silk to the hook then. There we go. And I'm just going to tie in a section in the front. Just to, oops, sorry. Oh, now I have one of these. So I can just put the silk there. That's handy. And there we go. So I'm just going to cut off this part in the front. There we go. So a few wraps of silk. Let me get all the strands out there. Tight wraps. And as you see, I'm tying on the normal hook today, not a blind eye. because I'm gonna put this one in my fishing wallet or one of the boxes. I'm gonna show you later when we are done with this fly. Then you also see how I address low water. When I go fishing, I got quite a lot of selections of different fly and patterns, sizes. I have mainly 2 different types of flies. It's a classic salmon fly in all ranges and sizes and patterns. And then I also got tube flies, really effective in large river. So just gonna add a bit of thread to the hook. We're gonna add the tail. I forgot to add Indian crow, to the table, but I can get that out when it's time for it. So tail time. So let me just add the tail. I prepared one, a small one. Nice looking tail there. Just gonna see how it sits. I'll tie in quite a lot since I'm gonna fish with it. There we go. Going back. Now I need to find Indian crow. I'm gonna go with the substitute, of course. Just gonna get the stem out there, cut it off. Then I'm just gonna go to my pile of stuff here on the side. Sorry for leaving you guys. So let me see if you can find a small one just to brush it out and tie it in. That's my thingy. My wife is lucky she don't really do makeup, so I don't steal her things. Otherwise, this would be in danger. So, there we go. Indian crow substitute. Need to wax the thread a bit more. There we go. The thunder and lightning is always a great fishing pattern. So that's a must. So then I'm just gonna tie the whole stem in. There we go. Yeah, that's okay. So a bit more wax to the thread. And we're gonna do the ostrich curl. So just tying that one in as well, secure it. I tie everything in. There we go. It's a few wraps of the hurl. Do one more. There we go. And then just tie that one in. And then we just secure the stem and cut it off. There we go. Then we're going to add some gold tinsel to the body. And I add that in the far back. So, a bit of tangle there. Just tying it in. There we go. So just going to move that out of the way. And I'm going to start with a small section of black silk, then add the orange body hackle, and then I'm going to continue with the silk just to make it easy. So this is not going to be like a fancy show-off fly. It's going to be a fishing fly. Simple as that. So, tight wraps backwards to the herl. And then forward again. And then we tie the silk in. There we go. If you got any questions or anything fun to share, feel free to write in the chat. I keep an eye on it. Wax. So here we got the orange hackle prepared. So just going to tie that one in and just secure it. So I tie the whole hackle in. Then moving forward. So here we're going to have more silk. So just going to move that out of the way. I got like a tool stand here with all the silks I'm using frequently, and threads and tinsel. Good to have those at hand. So I'm gonna turn this backwards and wrap over it just to make sure it's secured. And then we're gonna cut this one. Oops. Come on. There we go. So, starting to add silk. I'm gonna level up the body when I'm going backward, back to the front again. So, trying to level up. Yes, it's going into the box. That's correct. In case there is any low water. But normally when I come to a place fishing, especially in Norway, I look at what all the people are using. Most of the times they have really tiny flies. So then I put on a large one and just do something different. Because if they don't catch fish on small ones, why would I tie on a small and do the same? So there we go. The body is not perfect in any sense, but just to show you guys how low water fly would be. So tinsel time then. I'm gonna add my super hated hackle piler. I can't stand it, but I use it every time. So a few wraps. I'm gonna go with 5 or something. 4 and 5 and underneath and tie in. And same here, it's not super level, the tinsel. Actually a bit ugly, I would say, so let me redo that. There we go. Show them how to fish. It's a bit better. There we go. So just cutting off the tinsel here. Then it's the lovely orange hackles time to be applied. So I just fold the fibers backwards and following the tinsel just behind it. Same as always. All right. And I'm gonna use what we got here, adding a few extra wraps of hackle. There we go. Then I just tie that one in. And then we cut the stem. Now it's time for yay. Yay. So first a bit of wax to the thread. Just gonna add a few wraps first off thread as well, so the hackle doesn't come off. Here we go. Some nice European yay. Then I'm just gonna remove that. There we go. Yeah, if they got, most likely it's the same. So in regards to tools, no, not from there. Vices, yeah, they are okay. Tools, it's just the standard tools so far. So let's add the yay. the yay hackle. So a few turns with this one, not too many because it's so the stem is so large, thick. So I think I'm gonna stop myself around there, as it's gonna be really bulky head. There we go. Yeah, I love the yay. Looking good. So I'm just building up with some thread here, just to overcome that bump we got from the stem of the yay. So a few wraps, something like that. Now we are ready to start to add a bit of mallard. So I have 2 pieces of mallard here. Oops, it wasn't dead. So let me show you guys what I'm doing. I'm not sure you've seen it properly. Yeah, I need to find a copy of that one. So I just split the section here, and it's pointing that way. But what I want to do, I want to point it the other way, because then you get a nicer flow in the wing. There you go. So I'm going to use that section. Just going to cut it off here. And you see when you put it here, you're going to have a nicer flow in the wing. So then I just repeat the same thing on the opposite side. There we go. And the same method applies when you add mallard to the side of a salmon fly. So now I'm just going to pair them. Did I say just? It's a bit tricky. So let me just cut off the stems in the front. Well, there we go. Mallard on zone. And I intended to do a hackle head, or a hurl head, sorry. But I don't think we need that. We got plenty of material in the front already. And then you can just hump it. So first section on, what you can do, you can leave it. Normally I add a bit more to it. So let me find a longer section. There we go. And then I'm going to apply it on the side one at a time. There we go. And I want to find another one for the other side. Yeah, half that would be decent. And to make myself a favor, I always cut off the stem before I tie it in. Else you're gonna fibble with that one after. A lot of work. So let me just change angle here. Bit of thread. And then I'm just gonna brush it gently. There you go. Then we're gonna add a topping, but first I need to clean up a bit. A lot of stuff to clean up here. It's easier if you tie in longer mallard, then it's really easy to clean. Yeah, that's okay. So topping, bit of wax then to the thread. Hi, buddy. Hi, David. How are you? So that one gonna be sufficient. I just want to make sure I tie it in pretty straight on. Oops. So I'm just gonna move it where I want it and then secure it. Now we have a low, lean slick on it. Maybe I added just a bit too much mallard, but it's gonna look good after it's been in the water a bit. I think I'm gonna add the GC to it as well. I forgot to bring that. So 1 second, guys. So we're gonna add some small ones. Yeah, that's sufficient. So I'm just gonna cut a bit of the fluffy part. There we go. Then I do another one. There we go. Now we have one for each side. So, a bit of wax to the thread. Oh yeah, I had that spicy homemade noodle soup this morning, Dave. And I'm gonna have it most likely for dinner and breakfast tomorrow as well. That will give me a lot of energy to make more videos. So up next, tomorrow might be a tool video, and then I'm gonna work on the list of requested patterns to be tied. Some are live, some are not. So just cutting the stems here. And before I, by purpose, forget the horns, we're gonna tie them in. Hi, James. Yeah, it's just a simple fishing fly. So the topic today is normal classic salmon fly versus a low water one. So you already can start to see the difference a bit. It's just shorter, I would say, similar size hook, but you start much longer into it. I'm not sure why they did that. Maybe due to the fact it was hard to get decent quality small hooks, or they were super expensive, or I don't know. But that's how they did it back in the days. And then I'm going to show you guys how I do instead. So let me just get the horns up from the table. There we go. Cutting the stem off. More wax to the thread. Oh, lovely. Hi, trout addict. And you have lovely fishing water in your area. I'm not jealous at all. So I want them to be similar length. There we go. So simple low water fishing fly, nothing fancy, just pure rough thunder and lightning. So I'm gonna clean up a bit here later and so on, but I'm just gonna wax the thread and cut it off. And then we're gonna look at how I do my low water flies. Because I don't tie like this for myself. Oh, lovely. 100 feet. So you can sit on your porch outside having a few beers and just wait for the fish to show themselves. Oh, do you need to adapt an old Swedish gentleman? So let's move this one away. This is how it looks currently. I'm going to clean it up and varnish and so on later. So let's move this one away. Then I'm going to... Let's change angle. Hi, guys. So let's talk about how I do it. I'm going to show you guys. Just going to move away some tying materials here. So I have this... Oh, now I don't see it myself. Hopefully you see it. So let's open this box. This is a Farlow's box, old one. So now I'm going to show you guys how I do it. So I tie on small hooks instead. So I have different sizes from large, medium, yeah, even smaller and super small. So depending on the water level in the river, I change size of the hook and the fly. And that works well. And also, if it's really slow and shallow, I intend to go with, let me show you another box. This is an old Malach box. It's a really bushy spay fly, because this one will not sink that fast. Oh, there is focus. So this one will stay in the water even if it's quite slow running, etc. due to the intense hackle on the fly. So they are really useful as well. Not that small though, but of course you can tie them smaller. But that works well. Wow, you should tie some classic salmon flies, mate, and go for the big seed run browns. They love it. They will take it like there was no tomorrow. This pattern I tied here, Thunder and Lightning, would work really good. So you have videos on that on my channel. Yeah, a few hundreds of videos tying classic salmon flies. So give it a go. So that's it for today. Any questions, guys? Anything quick before I close the live? Doing a short one. We got the washing duty today, so I need to help my wife out. Otherwise, I'm in big trouble. Just having a look there. Yeah, but you give it a try. There's like 7. I'm gonna make a video tomorrow regarding tools. I think I'm not doing it live, so I can make it better content for you guys. So I have a few scissors that I use, different ones, and they are all very, very affordable. Very, very affordable. And I'm going to try to find the links where you can find them. And I'm going to add everything in the description of that video that I'm going to produce tomorrow. Happy wife, happy life. That's correct. So, guys, that's it for today. Yes, it has super fine tips. I'm going to get some nice focus on it tomorrow. Really good. So you can see that in the video. And it's curved. It's easy to get through the feathers you're cutting off the hook. And it's super sharp. Okay. Look at the video tomorrow, guys, if you want to see a few affordable tools. So thanks a lot for hanging around here in the live video. You know I love you guys. I'm gonna see. Oh, there we got some heart. Lovely. Thanks a lot, and see you in the next video. Bye.